Welcome back to my Let's Play of Warlock Master of the Arcane. Let's go ahead and get going. It's probably going to be a long time for you to actually see this one because I am going to focus first and foremost on my current LP, which has a whole bunch more videos. I'll probably end up making more videos before this continues, etc., etc. Looks like we got troops in range. Yep, they can hit the strong rats, which is an advanced version of rats. Rats are incredibly weak, but they also lower the power of units by damaging them. They get like Rat's Plague, 30% unit power. So I'm going to have them go rest up anyways. These guys, can you reach there? Yes, they can hit the Ratman hole pretty fast. And let's see. Wow, those guys must have traveled a little wise. There it is. Here's our target. Okay. We do have a bit of an opening here. I think I'm going to go ahead and produce some more settlers. In the meantime, let's get these guys going out here. Alright, so let me go ahead and figure this out a little bit. So these guys are going to cover up to here. Down below, I can see they're going to cover out to here. So this area is going to need to be covered in here. Probably going to want someone up there. In the meantime, we're building a city over here. It's going to go out to here, and they're probably going to cover a bit. So trying to figure this out. I think we just have the one city that's going to need to be built that's going to require basically being able to go across the water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them go out to here, and hopefully we'll be able to get the things going. Wait. Why didn't you go your last step? Sometimes it does that. Anyways, recruiting is complete on those guys. Yeah, we just using them. Buildings. I'm going to go ahead and build our harbor, and I'm just going to make this more of a money producer anyway. So harbors produce extra money. They can only be built on the shore. 50% increase in gold, but that 50% is additive with other percentages. You add all the percent bonuses together and then multiply it by your base value. And then that's how you determine how much is actually going to come through. So that's a nice little bonus either way. Who is not able to move? Alright, because we have someone in their spot. Alright. They can't move any farther that turn anyway, so we're not going to see any loss of mobility. Alright, so I took 10 hit point loss, they took 11, but regardless, you know, we do have to watch out here. Alright, so I'm going to move these guys up, and alright, so these guys apparently don't have... Oh, Drilled. Drilled's my new one. I didn't realize that we were prepared for that. I'm going to have him pull out to here, so they can rest, and I'm going to move these guys up in the hills here, and have them take their shots, and I probably should have bought Drilled first, but that's okay. We still took out our enemy in one shot. And everyone else has their bonuses up. We have produced the barracks. Okay, this was the turn I got it. Mana farm is produced, so we got more mana. The Hall of Alchemy is ready. So we're also producing a bit more knowledge, which is nice. I like. They want us to build a harbor. We got a harbor building. Alright, we're doing good. Okay, got to keep a better eye on my time frame this time, so I don't, make the same mistake as before. Okay, how are these guys doing? Yeah, they're good. I wasn't sure if they were going to say you got like half a move left. Sometimes it does that not to annoy me really. It's just how it works mechanically. Okay, let's get these guys resting. They didn't have any defensive bonuses or anything. That's why they got hit so hard. I'm going to go ahead and move up into position here and fire on these guys before they get a chance to really hammer us. And monsters tend to be weak against ranged attacks, honestly. Just as a general rule. They're also very good in forests, though, which could be a problem. But we'll do what we can. And who's left? Oh, you guys. Well, we can't go in the water yet, so I'm going to have you move up to here. And I think that would be the best way to go for the time being. And then we'll move on to the others later. Okay, so these guys are moving to position, but they'll use up all their move points. So next turn I'll be able to get them going. Alright, so I don't see their Ratmen moving up, which is probably a mistake on their part, honestly. Quest complete. I built the harbor. I get a bunch of money and mana, which is going to be nice. I think at this point I have enough extra mana income. I'm going to start casting range resistance on my troops. So I find that the archers do tend to get a lot of penalty there, and since those guys are wounded, I'll have them go first. And I'm just going to have them pound the area. Alright, so we're doing good. Construction is complete on the harbor. Recruitment is complete on these dudes. So we're going to have them come down here. This is probably a good spot. Then I can see a little bit more clearly next time. The Caravai can be completed, as they call it. It's the same thing. um, long story short, everyone has different names for the same basic ships there. It's kind of weird that way, but whatever. Alright, so now we can actually get these guys to board a boat. Now, when you're boarded in a boat, your defense is the same as every other transport boat, so just keep that in mind. That you can have your most uber ultimate hero, and then you bring him in the ocean, and he is now just a transport boat. And if he's killed, sorry, you couldn't swim, you're dead. Yeah. Ah, spell went through. We can now cast Reconstruction when we need to. I don't see anything particularly valuable. I'm going to grab Lesser Weakness. That can be useful for weakening particularly dangerous troops. I'm going to go ahead and cast Range Resistance on our other archers. So now they both got it. Okay, let's go ahead and hammer the city a little bit here. These guys are at full health, so I'm going to have them pull up now. That should be a good position to get started on, and that'll keep these guys from regenerating. If you're right next to your opponent, they can't regenerate health at all. Otherwise, cities can regenerate at every turn. And now, if they have regeneration power on a monster, that's different. Just specifying. They want us to capture the city that we're already attacking. I can deal with that. All right. We can go for Chamber of Flight or Chamber of Magic. Both of them have some nice bonuses. So far, mana production isn't very good, so I don't want to get 50% in there just yet. I think I'm going to go with this direction because I can also get the Sky Gillians, which are really nice troops, and the Sky Caravai as well. The Caravai being the... okay, they pronounce it basically with an accent. I'm going to be honest here. Their total sum of what they're doing is just pronouncing with an accent. Alright, they are probably going to tick off monsters. So I'll let them tick off monsters, and I'm going to come over here. There are sea monsters. They are extremely dangerous. Just heads up. Alright, so this will go out when we're space. Mountains aren't really that important to cover, honestly, but... I'm going to have them go down here. Hopefully we're okay. Nothing big and nasty should be there. Hopefully. You never know. It's always those nice little surprises. I'm going to check in here and see how he's doing. Is he willing to talk to me? Yes, he is. Non-aggression pact. Again. Do I have anything I'm going to throw his way? Maybe, because I would like a non-aggression pact. Then again, I don't think he's that important to worry about just yet. Sometimes they accept it, sometimes they don't. It's showing a neutral balance token to say he may accept it, he may not. He's not really in favor or against it necessarily, so it can go either way. He's rejected it again.
You won't live long at
His usual death threat. We have someone saying, would you like to buy an artifact? No, not interested. You can, but it's just not for me. I tend to get artifacts regardless, so it's not a big deal for me. Alright, this was my money producer, so I'm going to produce a market over here and try to get that up and running. I'll probably end up going with a Chamber of Arrows because you can get a market. The Chamber of Arrows is a prerequisite for the Chamber of Spears. The Chamber of Spears then can allow you the Hall of Commerce, which is what I'm looking for, which gives a 25% bonus to, as you can see, 3 different categories: money, food, and mana. I love it. Anyways, it's a nice little bonus. Very good for your starter city, especially, because your starter city tends to be a little bit more well-rounded in what it produces. Anyways, let's go ahead, continue our siege. Oh, we got to level up. Again, I'm going to go for anti-melee in this case. I think we can safely attack them. They don't have much defense left, so we've taken the city. We got 240 gold. This is a nice bonus. I'm going to go ahead and get some settlers going because I think we're going to be needing them pretty shortly here. These guys should be able to get out here. Okay, so where was my spot? So we got 1, 2... Okay, so this is covered, and they're going to cover out to here. I think this swamp, as ugly as swamps can be, is going to be where I'm going to go. So I'm going to set that up for next turn. I don't have any land transformation, or else I would have done that before I placed them, because it really does help if you can have that be like a hill or something like that. Why is this? Why am I? Oh, it had all these grayed out buildings like I couldn't build anything, but no, I can. This is my, yeah, I'm gonna go for the fishing village, I think, first. Produce lots of food that way, and I'll clear out the forest in the process. 5 food as opposed to 3 on and I'm gonna want it right off the bat as soon as I can, basically. I'll probably grab a pub for these guys, and these monsters are the best food producers in the game. Humans are the best gold producers. Undead are the best mana producers. Arethi elves are the best knowledge producers, but knowledge isn't used for anything other than research until you actually research everything. Then, technically, at a half to one, you get more mana. They're also a very different build. I could get faster movement speed, bonus missile damage. Unit power, though, is much more important than just bonus damage. So I'm going to get them the sniper bonus. And I'm going to have them rest up. These guys need to rest up as well. So that's going to increase their power a bit. I don't think I ever actually remember to cast range resistance. Tip for you, if you cast a spell while they are in your territory, you get half of your mana refunded after you've cast the spell. So that's just a nice tip. It doesn't affect your upkeep. So like I have minus 5 mana turn from upkeep on enchantments, not to mention the 3 from my troops themselves. So I'm going to actually have very few troops that are very, very high cost, very, very high upkeep, with lots of extra bonuses, but it really piles up and gets pretty nice. Alright, so we've already got some pretty nice mana bonuses coming in here. I'm going to get a mana vault. Should produce nice bonuses as well. And I really should get some other bonuses going I forgot about, but that's okay. We'll get them going forward, and I think I'm going to actually have them go down because I want to know for sure, are there any nasties here? No. So these guys are going to be safe in making their city. Alright, in fact, I think it's going to actually ask us to do that this turn because, yeah. 2 points to move into the one space because it's 2 for 1 while moving through the forest unless you got bonuses. And then the one space left over he couldn't move anyways out of the, because it's all forest around him, but he doesn't need to. He's just going to build a city. Presto. Presto changeo. Alright. My ranting and rambling aside, though that is what I'm good at. Alright, so before we continue, it looks like we're up to our time limit for the videos, or about 12 minutes. So before we get super long again, I will go ahead and cut this one off here. I hope you're having a good time. I certainly am, and have a good day.